Holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports. When you think about the great teams that we have seen and the great seasons that we have watched over the many decades, where do you think historically Boston's season will be placed?
The greatness of the Celtics can be measured in any one of their players can win an MVP. Whether it's Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Drew Holiday, they all have the ability, and Kristaps Porzingis, to all win individual accolades. But what makes them so great is they can sacrifice and be one for each other. You think about starting fives. The 2017 Warriors, the 24, 25, 25, 26 Celtics. For years to come, the Celtics group has a chance to compete.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. And in the front court, Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Porzingis in at the 5. Home in the paint. Sometimes no team is going to run off titles like Boston did in the 60s. But these Celtics have a chance to win their share. What a great start for them.
An absolutely loaded roster. Everyone can defend. Everyone can shoot. They love the versatility they have on their team. And you have to be able to play multiple positions and be versatile to play on this team. It's hard to find a weak link. And it's really championship or bust in Boston.
And it feels so great for their coach, Joe Mazzulla. I know we'll get into that down the road. What a great job he's done.
A young coach who has really found his stride.
Well, Tatum is the obvious option for the catch and shoot. He's such an efficient scorer.
We'll go to David Aldridge, who spoke with head coach Doc Rivers. What's the news, David?
Coach said they want to force Jason Tatum to uncomfortable spots on the floor. Now, they recognize those spots are few and far between, but Coach wants to keep Tatum out of the paint specifically. If his team can do that and force Tatum to shoot more from outside, they feel relatively good about their chances. Back to you.
Thanks, David. The Bucks working the ball around. Clock at 4. Lillard from outside. Hey, Shams, I know you cover the league like no one else, but I've seen your jump shot. You have a sweet J. You must have played organized ball, I'm assuming.
I played a little bit in high school, Kevin, but once I got cut in high school, that's when I knew my career path would have to trend into what I'm doing now, into writing and covering the NBA. But listen, I have a lot of confidence in my jump shot, watching players like Steph Curry shoot the basketball. I'm not trying to give any comparisons, but I do love to shoot the ball. That is the one thing I know I can do decently on that.
I know. I love your answer.
Not much else, but I can shoot.
Now Lillard, after Jaylen Brown's three-pointer that didn't go. And the Bucks miss again.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
Again, the miss by the Celtics. Milwaukee is gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Hey, Shams, it seems like with these younger teams coming, we may be witnessing a transfer of power in the NBA. What do you think?
It's really due to the parity that we're seeing in the league. And we haven't seen this much parity in a really long time. It's wide open for teams in both conferences, in the East and West, to claim that top perch. We have to give the league a lot of credit. There's tons of parity.
Which I think is leading to expansion talk, correct? We've got so much talent right now, we can kind of let it ooze out a little bit to some other areas.
Certainly expansion, a couple more teams in the league, but the league really loves where they're at now. And any given year, anyone can win.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
And the dunk by Tatum.
Oh, this is how aggressive Tatum is. Excellent job of getting to the rim and a finish. Just light work.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Some changes here for the Bucks. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. And it's Jackson in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Here's Jackson. Al Horford with the rebound.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
Good work defensively by Horford. Boston is gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game.
Proving he's more than just a go-to scorer. Brown also loves swinging the ball to open teammates.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Lillard, and it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession.
Substitution. Jason Tatum.
Portis, the pass to Jackson. And here's Middleton. Prince kicks to Lillard. Lets it go from deep. No good. He's off to a slow start. 1 for 4 so far.
See, what a rough quarter for him. Nothing seemingly going his way.
Here's Tatum. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Tatum's got 9 points.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game.
What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for Boston. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. When you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
Antetokounmpo and Portis man the post positions. Chris Middleton is out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Prince in at the 3, the small forward. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. Well, we can all agree nothing better than the atmosphere of an NBA game. So, Shams, I know it's hard to pick one. But is there a best crowd, a best atmosphere in the NBA that you've come across that you really appreciate?
The Warriors fans, I feel, even at their peak, they bring a different level of aura, of enthusiasm. Kevin, you've been to more arenas than I have in more celebrated times as well at different points. What's your favorite, what's your best NBA arena atmosphere?
When that New York crowd is popping, that arena is second to none, man. It is sizzling. Like you, I love knowledgeable fans, right? They know the calls, they know the officials, they know the strategies, they know what a player can and cannot do. That, to me, is the best part about going in some of these arenas and feeling that the players, have made it to a point where the fans know exactly what they can and cannot do. Knowledgeable fans.
I'll take your word for it, but that just means I have to get out to a Knicks game ASAP.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Allman. David?
Kevin, thanks. Well, there's plenty of scorers on the Celtics, but Jason Tatum says, I'm going to get my shots. It's just about trusting the process. From experience, I understand that I'm good enough that I can relax and defer a little bit. Then in the fourth, I can score 20 in the quarter. Kevin? Sounds like he's figured it all out.
Thank you so much. You know, he can take over at any time, and it's fun to watch. DA, we thank you for that. A different look for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Jackson comes in for Taurean Prince. And it's Green in for Damian Lillard. On defense, Milwaukee. It's a 3-point game. Brown dishes to Tatum. Over Giannis. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And his ability to efficiently score, that's really helped him out in this one, putting them ahead on the scoreboard.
Green, the pass to Giannis. He can't get that one. Great D that time from Tatum. Brown outside. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That's on Brook Lopez.
A wing who wants to pound it down low. Brown earns a trip to the line.
And the first one at the line is good. A different look for Milwaukee. Both champs checked in, and Damian Lillard subbed in for Green. And so he hits both.
Brown, now an elite scorer in this league, really does it all.
Milwaukee with the ball. They trail by 7. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. And Lillard kicks to Jackson. Pass to Middleton. Bucks passing it around. 6 to shoot. To the left side wing. Here's Beauchamp. That 3 off the mark. And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. And just great to have Shams join us, isn't it, guys? Such a wealth of knowledge.
Yet no one is more locked in on the league. If there's a move happening, Shams knows about it before the players do.
White against Jackson. Middleton dishes to Jackson. Milwaukee, no good that time either. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Their last encounter was in Boston.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And they backed it up with their play, got production from everyone, and they were able to walk the walk on the offensive end.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Bucks trail by 9. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Just simply overpowers the defense. Giannis flexing that near 7-foot frame.
The Bucks shooting their first free throw of the game here. 27 seconds left in the first half. Brown feeling it out a bit. Takes a three. Buries it from three-point range. Brown's got 5 now.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Antetokounmpo passes to Prince. Lopez from long range. The shot's good on the assist by Prince.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And that does it for the first half of play. The Celtics lead by 6. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
In a tight game like this, free throws could be the difference. It would help if they can get some freebies.
Is that how you saw it when... And we've got the playoff picture starting to come into focus now. So let's take a look at the Eastern Conference.
When I look at the Bucks, they've underperformed thus far, but they're still tremendous. Now comes the hard part. They've got to tinker with the team until they find that championship.
And that'll do it for halftime.
Upon us, we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
Starting off the second half, here's Joe Mazzulla's 5. White in at shooting guard, with Brown playing small forward. The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. And it's Holiday in at the point guard. It'll go. The Boston lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Damian Lillard. We know the 90s were a different era, Greg. Either win the game or win the fight. Remember that? Do you miss that physicality?
Well, I will say, Kevin, it made for some great stories, but I don't think we're missing much without all the extracurriculars. And I think we have a beautiful game now.
An experienced point guard. Got to be careful how you guard Holiday in screen and rolls.
They kick it out to Green. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Jason Tatum.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And this will be his second and third shots at the line here.
And the free throw line was a problem spot for him in their last game. Really struggled up there.
No good on the free throw. Richard, the Celtics have been among the NBA's elites for quite a while now.
Well, they've been a title contender every year for almost a decade now. Even with several coaching changes over that time, they've been the model of consistency.
That's off as well, so he misses both.
I think what makes Giannis special is how uncomplicated he is. The man is just an incredible, pure athlete who simply loves the game of basketball. That's all there is to it.
White, he's checked in for Green. And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. And Coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Milwaukee making a switch here. Middleton's checked in. Well, as usual, a lot of offense in the NBA is being generated from the small forward position this season. Here are the league's best at that position. Third is Jaylen Brown.
I mean, tremendously gifted athletically. I mean, we're used to seeing that at that spot on the floor, and they pretty much all give astonishing individual performances on any given night.
There's so many great scorers at the small forward spot in the NBA. To make this list, you got to have a ridiculous amount of firepower.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Lopez. And a miss there on the triple.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Here's Holiday. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
And he's at nearly 90% from the free throw line this season, so having a terrific year.
Back to Middleton. Lillard with it. He's picked up by White. Kicks it down to Middleton. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. It's stolen by White. Here's Brown. Brown jams it in.
Come on, Jalen. That's just ridiculous.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. And Derek White, he's one of the most valuable guards, Richard, in the NBA.
White can play the one, he can shoot the ball, plus he is an all-league defender. So Derek White gives you everything you want in your backcourt.
Shoots from 12. Here's Porzingis. Banked in off the glass. Porzingis has got the lead up to 12 now for the Celtics.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Lopez finds Prince. Back to Lopez. Antetokounmpo passes to Lopez. Off target from the wing.
I'm trying to think of the last time I saw him miss a shot like that. It's been a while.
To the paint. Here's Porzingis. Out to White. Tatum setting the pick for White. Elbow shot is on the way. Milwaukee with the rebound.
And mark that one down right there. It's going to be a long time until we see him miss another one like that. Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
The Bucks shooting their fourth shot at the foul line here.
Second personal foul. Second.
There's 47 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Pritchard. 5 points in the game. Pass to Horford. Shot clock at 5. Boston needs to get off a shot. Here's Pritchard. No good with the triple. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. 9-point game.
That first step of Lillard, deadly.
Now here's Brown. He has 7. Horford with the screen on Middleton. Here's Brown. The shot, no good. And so it's Boston heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Antetokounmpo and Portis man the post position. Damian Lillard out there with Chris Middleton, and it's Prince in at the 3. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
An active scorer, whenever Tatum forces the issue and goes at the defense, they have to compromise.
And you watch Jason.
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted
the ruling on the floor is overturned.
Make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Clock at 6. Here's Giannis. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Horford.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Tatum, that's for 2. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Tatum's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Celtics. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating.
I don't know that anyone covers as much ground in 1 or 2 strides as Giannis.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He knows every possession is critical now. Substitution here for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Jackson comes in for Prince. Prince checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Wright in for Damian Lillard. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. During the break, listened in with Joe Mazzulla and his team. Now, he told his guys not to get comfortable. He said, so we've got a little breathing room. So what? That's no reason to slow down out there. He wants them to keep the effort up. Guys?
Thank you, David. And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. And the Bucks with some changes. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Portis. Chris Middleton comes in for Gary Trent. And it's Damian Lillard in for Wright. Antetokounmpo finds Jackson. Antetokounmpo against Tatum. Three-pointer Lillard. And it's White with the rebound. White's got 4 rebounds in this game. And Tatum with the basket on the assist by White. And now an 11-point Celtic lead.
I love seeing Tatum exhibit the passion that he has shown us tonight. Such a motivated performance by him. And he has to build on this because we can see where him being a ghost out there has gotten them so far.
Porzingis with a screen on Lillard. Pass to Tatum. And Chris Middleton pulls it down.
Great contest by the defense, and he's unable to hit that tough fadeaway.
Back to Jackson. Jacks up a 3. And Boston with the rebound. White's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And they double up Brown. Beyond the arc. White, good. White's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Yeah, Tatum read the floor and fed the best guy he could find.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Bobby Portis is checked in for the Bucks. Taurean Prince comes in for Jackson. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And Lillard kicks to Prince. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
Yeah, and you see the leadership of Lillard in that sequence, keeping everyone involved, not looking to do it all himself, but creating for his teammate.
Tatum. Milwaukee with the rebound. For three, Portis. It's hauled in by Brown. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
And White kicks to Porzingis. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Lillard with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Good! Oh, and that cuts the lead to... just fine.
He's looking for teammates. Doesn't have tunnel vision.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
2 points here might be all the cushion they need.
You would think so. This game is theirs for the taking.
Second team foul.
Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
I'm not going to lie, that's big, making all of those, giving them a little bit more breathing room.
Brand from deep three-point land. It's good. And now they trail by just 4.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
I think when you've got it going from three-point range, you've got to keep it going. It's a good way to kind of pile up the points quickly.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
No time to waste on this possession.
Clock working against them right now.
Got it! What a beautiful shot to bring them to within 3.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
2 shots.
And he is unable to get the second one. A 3-ball. It's in! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 3-point game.
The last make was huge. Now, realistically, the worst-case scenario for them is OT.
They came close there to tying it up.
We love the intensity out there right now. Close game, both teams leaving it all out there.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
Cool, calm, and collected. Say that 3 times fast. He makes them all and puts this game away.
3-pointer, Lillard places one from 3.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Portis.
There's one for the low light. Wow. I'm not sure who messed up the pass, but look, somebody did.
And so it's Boston scraping by with the win. This